Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Welcome to today's editorial. This is from The Hindu, and the title is In EC's Court. So, here EC refers to the Election Commission of India. Okay, I'll give you some background. Basically, he is a minister in the Gujarat government with various portfolios. Like, for example, he has all the important ones, including education, law and justice, legislative, parliamentary affairs, and so on. All right, and in Gujarat we have the BJP government. The chief minister is Vijay Rupani. Okay, now this minister, Chudasama is how they refer to him. He's been found to be guilty of manipulation. So let's just look at today's editorial. So amid the pandemic, a court verdict has delivered a setback of a different kind to the Gujarat government and to the Election Commission of India. So remember, we are saying that like how we say the ball is now in your court, right? That's how this title has been derived. Now the ball is in the Election Commission's court. So here we have basically the court has upheld the contention of the petitioner. So the petitioner in this case was a Congress person who went to court saying that there was some manipulation done during election. Okay, and the court also looked through evidence which was heavy. There was a lot of evidence that they could find against Mr. Chudasama, right? And this evidence was about postal ballots and things like that. So when you read the article, you'll find more information. In today's session, I'm not going to read line by line because I think it takes up a lot of time. I just wanted to give you an idea of what the whole case was about. Okay, so if I were to so the Congress candidate in this case was Ashwin Rathod, right? He filed the petition challenging Chudasama's election. So Rathod had alleged that there were about 429 votes that were received via postal ballot, but it was learned that these at the counting, these ballots were not really taken into consideration, right? And so they had a lot of documentary evidence which helped the court, and this kind of helped to show the manipulation of records of election is brought into question. And once you count the ballots, you have a final result sheet and all that. So everything was put up, in a sense everything became illegal in that sort of a way, right? So, and mainly the case was against the returning officer at that time. So we have his name in this article. I believe it's the deputy collector Dhaval Jani. So he's been singled out, right? And we also have the EC, which is definitely the Election Commission of India, which has been it's a huge embarrassment for them that this happened. Now, the author tells us the Election Commission is feted as an independent and impartial monitor of a poll process of a staggering complexity in a large and diverse country. Okay, this is very true. India is the largest democracy in the world, and we claim to have free and fair elections. So, this kind of a case makes it really difficult, right? And towards the end, in conclusion, the author is telling us that the model of code of conduct, right? So in this case, the violation of the poll code is what was brought into the court, right? So they're saying that it's not easy to enforce the model code of conduct, right? And in the recent time, we have seen Uddhav Thackeray's example in Maharashtra, right? How the EC didn't really take the first step, right? the prime minister, the chief minister, everyone, and the governor had to be involved and prod the EC towards holding that election, right? And so, therefore, the article ends with a good conclusion. It says that the EC must act and be seen to act. So these are two things. One is they must act, and secondly, seen to act in the sense we know that there is a governing body that is not sleeping, right, which takes action to ensure the aberration in Gujarat remains just that. Aberration here is used very well. We're saying that this should just be a one-off. Okay, so from this editorial, let's look at some vocab words that will help. We have poll code, right? Poll code is nothing but India's election commission. They set a model code of conduct, and it's only guidelines, right, how a political parties and the candidates that the party puts up during elections, how they should basically be respectful during speeches, what their conduct should be during polling days, or how they should behave at the polling booth, and so on. So the poll code is in place for all candidates to follow. Feted, again, is very simple. It's to honor someone and really lavishly. Stature, importance or reputation that is gained because of some ability that you have or some achievement that you have made, right? Indictment. Now, indictment typically would mean a formal charge, right? But in this context, we are looking at indictment as something that serves to illustrate that a certain system is bad, or it deserves to be condemned. That's how the word is being used. Sloth is very easy. It's reluctance to work. Close to, I guess a synonym would be laziness. Aberration, the final word, a departure from what is normal. So again, the author is trying to say that the Gujarat issue, or this should remain an aberration, and just that, right? So that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.